The Italian football team Lazio Roma is one of the most famous and appreciated football teams in Italy. Founded in 1900, the team has spent most of its history in Serie A, which it managed to win twice, in 1974 and 2000. It has also won other trophies, including the Italian Cup 7 times, the Italian Super Cup 5 times, and at European level it reached the UEFA Cup final in 1998 and won the UEFA Cup Winners' Cup and UEFA Super Cup in 1999. Today we will talk about the greatest players who have donned the blue and white jersey. The first on our list is Stefano Mauri. He made his biancoceleste debut against Inter in a Coppa Italia match and immediately established himself as a starter, becoming a significant component in a high-profile Lazio team and a major factor in Lazio's qualifying for the UEFA Champions League. In early 2012 he was returning from an injury that kept him off the field for 4 months. As captain, he led Lazio to victory in the derby against AS Roma, scoring the winning goal, and his form at the time caught the eye of then Italy coach Cesare Prandelli. In 2016 he left the Italian capital and returned to Brescia, where he ended his career. For Lazio he played in 300 matches and scored 47 goals in all competitions. He won 2 Italian Cups and 1 Super Cup in his 10 years at Lazio. Next on the list is a lesser-known player who played in the 1950s and is considered one of the greatest goalkeepers in Lazio's history, Idilio. He was starting his career in the lower leagues. He was very young when he moved to the Italian capital in 1958 from Foligno, where coach Romolo Alzani had brought him to make his debut after several seasons as a reserve. He immediately won the Coppa Italia, the first of the post-war era, which was contested at the intersection of the 1957-1958 and 1958-1959 seasons. On January 25, 1959, Lazio and Inter met in Rome in a match that the Nerazzurri won 2-1, marking his Serie A debut. He replaced Bob Lovati as a starter in the 1959-60 season. Before moving to Palermo, he stayed with the Biancoceleste until the end of the 1967-68 championship. His last match for Lazio was on the same day as his debut, June 9, 1968, when Bari lost 1-2 at home. His record while wearing the Lazio shirt is 287 official matches, of which 268 were played in the Serie A Serie B Championship and 19 in the Coppa Italia. In his career he played in 187 Serie A matches and 100 Serie B matches in total. Thomas Rocchi is one of Lazio's most important players after 2000. He was a junior at Venezia from 1986 to 1993 and then moved to Juventus Academy from 1993 to 1996. He made his professional debut in 1996 and would play for several teams before moving to Lazio in 2004, where he would remain until 2013. In his first season at the club he would score 17 goals in 41 appearances, earning the definitive trust of then-coach Claudio Lotito. In 2009 he was awarded the number 9 shirt, a jersey of great importance as it had been worn by players such as Silvio Piola, Giorgio Chinaglia, and Bruno Giordano. In 2013 he signed for Inter Milan, where he was to stay for half a season before moving on to Padova, Halidas and Tatabania. In a Lazio shirt he played in 293 matches and scored 105 goals in all competitions, winning a cup and an Italian Super Cup. Known for his elegant play and moves, Joseph Wilson is one of Lazio's most important figures of the last century. Wilson was born in Darlington to a Neapolitan mother, Lina Di Francesca, and Dennis Wilson, an Englishman who worked as a steelworker in a local mill. Wilson's parents met while Dennis was serving in the British Army in Italy. When Joseph Wilson was only 6 months old, the family moved to Naples, his mother's hometown, as the cold winters made it difficult for his mother to settle in England. Her father found work as an observer at a NATO base. In 1969, Lazio bought him with Giorgio Chinaglia, playing first as a defender and then as a libero. From 1969 to 1980 he played 10 championships for Lazio. He captained the Capitoline team for many years, even in 1974, when Biancocelesti, led by Maestrelli, won the first Scudetto in history. It was the Tuscan coach who wanted Wilson to captain Lazio. In the 1974-75 season, he briefly relinquished the armband in favor of Chinaglia, but then returned to wear it again, and a record 309 matches as captain of the Biancoceleste were recorded. He then went on loan to the United States to the New York Cosmos, with whom he became American champion in 1978, and then returned to Lazio in the last decade. With Lazio he played 378 games in all competitions and scored 8 goals to become Italian champion in 1974. Next on the list holds the record for most appearances in a Lazio shirt, with Romanian Stefan Radu. He began his career in Romania with the prestigious Dinamo Bucharest team in 2004 and played there until 2008, when he was bought by Lazio for €3.5 million. From then until now, Radu has been a true hero on the pitch for the blue and white and a true symbol for the club's fans. He holds the record for most appearances for Lazio in Serie A, 348 to be precise, and most appearances for the club in all competitions, 426. I'm not exaggerating when I say that he is one of the greatest players to wear the Biancoceleste shirt. Radu won the Italian Cup 3 times and the Italian Super Cup 3 times with the team. Piola, largely regarded as one of the best strikers of all time, was well recognized for his goal-scoring skills and eye for goal throughout his career. Piola began his career at the age of 17 with the Italian team Pro Vercelli, making his Serie A debut against Bologna on February 16, 1930, and scored 13 goals in his first year. Piola scored 6 goals in a 7-2 win over Fiorentina on October 29, 1933, the joint most goals scored in a single Serie A match. In 127 Serie A games with Pro Vercelli, he scored 51 goals. In 1934 he signed for Lazio, where he was the second highest scorer of all time. He played for the Biancocelesti from 1934 to 1943, making 237 appearances for Lazio and scoring 149 goals. The only thing that drags Piola down is that he never won a trophy with Lazio. Even so, Silvio Piola is a true legend of Italian football. One of the most prolific strikers in recent years is none other than Ciro Immobile. He made his debut for Juventus in 2009, but has been carried through various loans. In 2012 he officially signed with Genoa and FC Torino, playing for both teams for 1 year. Between 2014 and 2015 he moved to Borussia Dortmund in Germany, where he won the German Super Cup. In 2015 he moved to Sevilla, and in 2016 he signed for Lazio, a club with which he has remained inseparable. A 4-time Serie A Team of the Year pick, Immobile has scored 189 goals in 274 appearances in all competitions. Ciro is also the current Italy national team striker, having won the 2020 European Championship with Italy, with 55 caps and 15 goals. In order not to make the video too long, we will stop here. If we have omitted or added someone else to the list and you think they don't belong, write your opinion in the comments section. Click the like and subscribe button if you liked it, and we'll see you with the next clips.